Yeah, y'all know what it is. Anytime you see the ladies singing and the slow songs and flower bringing, we reach the end of the show. We talk some Big Ten championship football. Congratulations to the Oregon Ducks. We talked SEC championship football. Congratulations to the Georgia 500. We talked some Big 12 championship football. Congratulations to the Arizona Sun Devils. Also, we talked some Mountain West championship. Congratulations to the Boise State Mustangs. And then we rounded it out with congratulatory tidings for the Clemson faithful in the ACC. So that's going to bring us to our last story about the football committee. And for all of the belly aching and bullshit, I think the football committee got it right. College football didn't get in their own way this time. And I think this was one of the best years and one of the best outcomes in a 12-game playoff. And I'll explain that when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern promoting a new rap album this month. Tyler the Creator. Chromocopia in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, Thought I Was Dead, and I Hope You Find Your Way Home. New Tyler the Creator in stores now. Chromocopia. So shout out to Tyler the Creator. Chromocopia is a really good game. I said really good game. It's a really good project. I like Sticky. It's getting sticky. Yeah, that's dope. I like it. But back to the college football playoff committee. They got it right. So your top seeds are going to be your conference winner. It's going to be Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, and Arizona State. And I think that was right. I thought that was pretty much one of the right things to do. Now, the first round matchups, you have the number 12 seed Clemson versus the number 5 seed is Texas. So Texas will get to host a playoff game. Now, the winner of that game, they will take on Arizona State. So, again, I like it because, number one, you have Clemson in Texas, the SEC versus the ACC, and then the winner gets the winner of the Mountain West. So, yeah, that's going to be a real interesting cluster of games. Then you have the number 9 seed, Tennessee, versus Ohio State. The winner will get Oregon. So Tennessee has to go play Ohio State in the Horseshoe. The winner of that game, if it's Ohio State has a rematch with Oregon. So they have to go back out to Eugene and play. And it's not going to be in Eugene. It's probably going to be in the Rose Bowl. They have to go out to Pasadena and go through Oregon to get a national championship. And if you're Ryan Day and company, this is how you got to keep your job. This is how you keep everybody that you have on staff. If you lose this game, you're effectively fired. Then the last 2 spots, we'll talk about that first round game. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern pushing another rap album this month. Killer Mike. Songs for Sinners and Saints in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album, Nobody Knows, with Anthony Hamilton, is a really good song. Humble Me, very deep, very good song. Higher Level, Lord Prepare Me, Had to Go Get It, and Still Talking That Shit. Killer Mike, Songs for Saints and Sinners in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Killer Mike doing his thing. So when you look at this thing, SMU, they play Penn State. They have to go to Happy Valley. to play Penn State, and the winner gets Boise State. I think that's going to be really good. I did misspeak earlier about Clemson and Texas because they get Arizona State. So you have the ACC, the SEC, and the Big 12. Now, in this cluster of games where you have SMU, the ACC, they have to go on the road in Happy Valley and defeat Penn State, the Big 10, and then the winner is going to get Boise State out of the Mountain West. So that's going to be another interesting cluster of games. I don't know how that thing is going to shake out. Then you have the Battle of Indiana. And a lot of people don't know that Notre Dame is actually in South Bend, Indiana. Indiana is in Bloomington. So those schools aren't really that far apart from each other. The battle for Indiana, where you have the Hoosiers versus the Fighting Irish. The winner has to go play Georgia in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So one thing that you can count on, because Indiana, they do get a lot of fouls personally. They do have a lot of penalties. Georgia may exploit that to whatever cost, but if they can't get to Curtis Rourke, this thing could get ugly for Georgia really fast. And Cignetti likes to put the ball on the ground in the fourth quarter to choke out his opponents. If Indiana is able to get up on Georgia, and I'm talking about by a substantial amount of points, Cignetti is not going to lose that game because they try to foster the argument, who did Indiana play? They know damn well who we played and who we beat. So at this point, you're playing for legitimacy because we smoked Purdue the last game of the year. We beat them almost by 60 points. However, going into that Notre Dame game isn't going to be easy by any stretches of the imagination. They come to play, they come to pin everybody's ears back, and they make it happen. So, like I say, congratulations to them. But I think the committee had it right. Honestly, it was the best outcome. Miami, they did not deserve to go after late losses down the stretch. They should have protested verbally. That's what they were doing. They shouldn't have done that. But they wasn't going to get in. Now, I believe they did the right thing in getting all the conference champions as top seeds. We can argue about pairings and who should be playing who, whether overall I feel like the committee had their hand on the pulse of the people. Now, they didn't overvalue the SEC, and you didn't hear that BS talking point, more deserving or 3-loss fill-in-the-blank SEC team is better than an undefeated fill-in-the-blank ACC team, Big Ten team, Mountain West team, or the Big 12. None of that. Yeah, those Jedi mind tricks of the past and that Mickey Mouse garbage, it was dead on arrival. And I respect the committee for actually having the heart to tell Alabama, hell no. Hell no, you don't deserve to play for a national title. Get out of here. But they will get an opponent in a bowl game. Just who is going to be that opponent will reveal those bowl games when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting. This is Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far is Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that song crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Shout out to Freddie Gibb, Indiana's own, Gary, Indiana's own. Salute. So when we look at the bowl games coming up, Duke versus Ole Miss in the Gator Bowl, that's going to be okay. This is the chance for Lane Kiffin to kind of shut his mouth. There was a piece where he was sitting up there talking about the committee only meets to try and make the ACC relevant. Sir, if you lose this game, Ole Miss will be known as the biggest flop in college football in 2024. You cannot lose this game, not to Duke. You lost to Kentucky, which is embarrassing, and then you got smoked out and beat up in Florida, down in the swamp. You cannot lose that game. Baylor at LSU in the Texas Bowl. That's a good one because Baylor can put up points. LSU can put up points as well, but LSU can lose to anybody, and their season is reflective of that. Illinois versus South Carolina. That is another good bowl game in the Citrus Bowl. Again, the College Football Committee, they had it right. Whether you can argue about the seeding, you can argue about the pairings, who's going to be doing what. Look, it was the best outcome. And you know me, 10 times and twice on Sunday, I'll sit here and tell you that these people have shit for brains. But when you're right, you're right. That's the real. Louisville versus Washington in the Sun Bowl. I think that's a good game. That's a really good game. This is a chance for Jeff Brom to get that bad taste out of his mouth from last year when UFC carved them up in Miller Moss. Alabama versus Michigan, a rematch from last year's semifinals. Yeah, that goes down in the Relinquist Bowl. So Alabama gets an opportunity to beat Michigan. And hats off to Sharon Moore, the coach of Michigan. He was able to navigate this thing back to a bowl game. They didn't have a bad season. But nonetheless, USC versus Texas A&M in the Las Vegas Bowl. I didn't think USC did enough to get a bowl game. And I got Texas A&M trouncing and walking all over Lincoln Riley. And I like Lincoln Riley. But I did not see USC show me anything where they would be deserving of a bowl game. And maybe I got it wrong. But no, I don't think so. Florida versus Tulane in the Gasparilla Bowl. That might be a sneaky good game. That could be a sneaky good game. Tulane was really the ranked 24th team in the country. Now I know people are all over Florida's coach, Napier. I like Napier. I like Billy Napier a lot. However, if he loses to Tulane, no matter how good this season was, for them to have one of the toughest schedules in the country, if he loses to Tulane, you would have people reignite the We Gotta Fire Billy Napier.com. That isn't a thing. However, these things will pop up. We know it. I've refused to talk about it. But, dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.